Hello and welcome to Teachings in Education Learning Centers, a teaching strategy. Students explore interest while working self-directed activities. So, why should teachers use learning centers? For most classes, learning center activities will give students a chance to work in differentiated groups. It will also be a form of cooperative learning. One of the most important reasons for using learning centers is to be able to focus students on specific learning activities. Teachers can pinpoint various content, steps in solving math problems, or even focus on certain types of reading and writing skills. Why not shake things up by doing learning centers as a lesson? From my experience, students have always had fun with learning centers. Although many teachers assume learning centers are meant as a whole class activity, it can be set up for individual students that need extra help in a specific skill or a certain topic. Next, how to use learning centers. For the purpose of organization, title each learning center so students know what they are walking up to. Since each learning center is different and will have different assignments, make sure you have the necessary supplies and materials that students will need at each center. When teachers are creating assignments for their centers, they need to consider their students' academic readiness and their prior knowledge. Your students need to first be prepared. Even if you have students academically prepared for the material, teachers still have to put rules and procedures in place. Students will need to be held accountable for their classwork. Teachers must require them to submit their work. The assignments at the learning centers, actual assessments. Students should be given ample amount of time at each learning center. Provide students with even amounts of time at each center. Although some research has recently debunked learning styles, teachers may still want to make a learning center predominantly visual or auditory or kinesthetic. Right now I'm going to present you with the 5 most common learning centers used in a classroom, mostly elementary. The most frequent example of a learning center is for writing skills. Here, students are usually given a prompt and asked to draft, write, and proofread. Everybody knows the importance of math on both the student individual success and on the success of the school as well. Have students work on a number of things from addition to word problems. Learning centers are great for students because they're also fun. Therefore, add a center where students can explore their own interests, such as have free time to play, games, or read, etc. and so forth. A science center is just another example of a possible learning center. In the spirit of making these centers fun, have a demonstration and an experiment put in place, and have the experiment aligned to the curriculum. Lastly, we have a reading center. Reading should be enjoyable to the students, so provide them with options of books and texts to read. Also, have an assignment for them to complete as well. Now, these are just a few examples, but you can come up with your own examples as well. Thank you for your time and subscribe to this channel.